Yo, what's up, my lifters, liftettes, anyone watching from around the globe, people who don't lift, people who do lift, it's me, back at it with week 4 of the road to the bigger squat. If you guys don't know, this series is basically my journey I embarked on recently to obtain the squat of the average American in the United States, so I can carry the average American. That if you look at recent studies, that shows to be about 365 pounds. That is my goal for this 12-week journey that we have going on. As you guys know, we've been on 3 weeks prior, and now this is the, oh, look at my little dancing there. Holy shit, that should not be on this website. That's kind of nasty, dude. Anyway, yeah, all joking aside, this is my journey basically to obtaining a bigger squat. As you can see, I have glasses here. Yep. Like I said, this is my journey to obtaining a bigger squat. We've been through 4 weeks of this, just literally finished the 4th week, dude. It's literally like the week's almost over, so it was pretty close call. Just got out of the car and shit, and just went straight into the basement and just started moving my body up and down. And I have to say, man, this week was rough, dude, because like Ivan Jurek, the squat everyday guy, he says he has hip pain. That's how he talks. He's like, I have hip pain, and he says he's feeling poppy, right? But me, today, I did not feel poppy, and this whole week I've been suffering from hip pain and also knee pain. Some of you guys might be like, dude, well, grandpa, I know grandpa's gonna be in the comments. He's gonna be like, well, that's why you don't squat, kid. Stop squatting, kid. Stop deadlifting, kid. Hey, you think you know something, kid? Like shit like that. But, guys, let me tell you something. The difference in squatting with and without Olympic weightlifting shoes is night and day for my body. Now, let me say this. Olympic weightlifting shoes are great for Olympic weightlifting. They're great if you like snatching, which I enjoy. They're great if you like the clean and jerk, which I too also enjoy. But when it comes to squats, okay, now hear me out here, okay? My hip pain and my knee pain were not present today when I was squatting barefoot. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I believe this is, so let me explain. So, basically, when I was squatting in the past couple of weeks, right, if you go back in my videos and you just observe, you could see what happens is my ass just shoots up in the air, and then my legs follow, right? So it's like almost like my legs extend first, and then I good morning the squat up, right? Now, originally I thought this was a muscular weakness, which it might be a little bit, but as you guys can see here, right, while I might be hinged a little bit due to my body's anatomy, I'm not shooting my ass into the air like an Instagram model, right? And then good morning the squat. It's kind of all moving at once if you compare it to my past squats, which you could see in the playlist. By the way, I'm talking quietly once again because it is late. Of course, I have family in the house, not trying to be disruptive. But with the Olympic weightlifting shoes, right, I think it's because they have that elevated heel, right, which the elevated heel is great for depth. But for me, man, I can hit depth. Look at me right there. I'm hitting depth, right? So what I deduced is that me having, and also just what I deduced basically was having more pressure on your toes due to the heel being elevated slightly was making me push through my quads a bit too much to where they would extend, and then I would good morning the squat. On top of that, I was driving through my quads so much and relying on those muscles that the quad tendon was starting to hurt a little bit. But when I did this, okay, this is, I believe, like 250 pounds for 255 pounds, I believe, for 6 reps. I did not feel any knee pain. I did not feel any hip pain, okay? And I was feeling poppy, right? Like all the good things that the squat everyday guy would say. He says no hip pain because hip pain is bad, okay? No knee pain because knee pain is also bad. And also I was feeling poppy, right? When I came into my front squats, which by the way, I'm so fucking weak, dude. But that is just due to the fact that well, one, you know, I got to get stronger. And two, I was kind of backing off the weight due to these injury scares, right? I don't want to push it to the point where I'm getting hurt because, you know, I have an end goal in mind. I have a vision. I have a dream. You know what I mean? I will use the Bayonet to get this dream, which is to squat the weight of an average American. Literally, I would sacrifice any one of you in order to squat the weight of the average American. Just kidding, okay? That was a joke. It was comedic. It was supposed to be funny, okay? If you didn't laugh, I understand. But, okay, so excuse me, that was really bad. Anyway, so what I have to do is that I am going to start squatting barefoot. Of course, I'm going to do my cleans, my snatches and stuff in Olympic weightlifting shoes because, well, they're just better, right, for that. But when it comes to squatting, I'm going to stick to barefoot. I'm going to stick to flat-toed shoes relatively. I'm going to stick to that because, honestly, I just feel way better. It feels more natural in my body. I feel like the more gear I use, the more like belt, than the shoes, and then the knee sleeves. Like, you just keep throwing shit on to the point where it's like it starts to actually affect me in a negative way. Because I never had problems squatting deep in the first place, so I don't know why I switched over to the shoes. I guess I just wanted to experiment, see if they would help. And honestly, for my squats, I'm going to stick to barefoot, stick to regular shoes. And then on the lifts, of course, I'm going to use my weightlifting shoes for what they're meant to be used for. Because I don't think they're meant to be, like, yeah, people use them for squats, but I don't know. And, you know, I know there's going to be a grandpa who, like, you know, guys, this is the thing. There's always a way to do it right, okay? There's always a way to do it right. So if you're having knee pain from squatting, right, don't listen to grandpa who's saying, oh, it's because you're squatting too deep. That's not healthy. Don't do that. Maybe it is. Maybe it could be for you specifically. But what I'm saying is talk to someone who has it good. Don't ask for marriage advice from a guy who hates his wife, who says my wife's a B word, stuff like that. Don't ask how to squat from a guy who has 2 busted knees, right? Unless, of course, he's like you know, he's a very accomplished lifter, right? But if he's just some old dad that works an office job and hates his life, he hates his wife, you know, like, don't listen to those guys. Listen to the dudes that have actually, like, done it, or they're still doing it, right? Because then they're gonna give you the right answers, right? And that's not to say that I have all the answers, right? I'm of course, a very young lad. I'm still trying to figure out this whole lifting thing myself, but I'm happy that I at least found something out from my own personal journey that, you know, I got to the root of the problem for me. The problem was hip pain and knee pain, and I eradicated those problems. Oh, check this out. Little flexing session. As you guys can see, 0 chest. The shoulders and arms look pretty good. The abs look pretty good too. You know, it's fun to be strong, but it's also fun to be literally jacked and stacked. Anyone who wants to be fat or wants to not be jacked and stacked, they're probably lying, but that's okay. Or they're just Kiriako Grizzly, which in that case, I'm just going to take a back seat and just, yeah, watch from the crowd. But anyway, guys, basically all this to say, you know, just like, you know, do some detective work yourselves. If you're having some pain in a lift or something's going on, you know, dismantle it like a puzzle. Ask yourself, why does that focus this happening? And you just might maybe come to the conclusion, right? You might come to a good conclusion, which is what I did here today. I'm very pleased, and I'm happy I figured it out. As you guys can see, I failed that pull-up there. Fucking epic. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna make that recovery video soon. I know I've been, like, teasing it for literally, like, a decade, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. But, yeah, guys, again, what works for me might not work for you. That's perfectly fine. We're all different, so, you know, just take this video with a grain of salt. If you learned something, comment a hate comment down below. And I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay lifting. I'll talk to you guys later.